What's up, guys? Matthew, getting ready to watch Season 4, Episode 17 of My Hero Academia. Last episode, Bakugo, Todoroki, Kami, Yoarashi, and... technically not. Shishikura is there, hanging out. Funny as hell with Present Mike. I really liked last episode. It was a very contained, I would say, like, the closest thing to a bottle episode that My Hero is going to produce. But I really liked it. It's technically, an introduction to Kami. But you also get to see Bakugo, Todoroki, Yoarashi sort of mesh and grow a little bit and connect, and they're obviously big personalities. So I really liked it. I liked the Endeavor All Might aspect of the episode. It felt like I'm not saying like the episode was like goofy, as in like it was stupid or it didn't matter, but it felt very much like the child training part was like the levity of the episode, and then they would cut for 30 seconds to the All Might Endeavor episode or scenes, and like they're serious because they're serious. You know what I mean? I feel like Endeavor, obviously his whole life he's obsessed and ego filled and all that. I feel like he's now understanding he can do more, if that makes any sense. So again, it's almost like All Might is. I don't want to be cringy and say, oh, All Might's inspiring him. It's just, you know what I mean. He sees the importance of All Might on the world, and he needs to step his game up in order to fill those shoes if he wants to actually be the greatest hero. You know what I mean? He's the number one hero right now, but he knows, everyone knows, he didn't earn it. He was just handed it. He's the leftover, so he needs to do something to grasp that spot. And I feel like All Might is a part of helping motivate him towards that, if that makes any sense. But I'm very interested. I'm gonna be honest. Sadly, it's been like 3 weeks since I watched an episode. Obviously on YouTube, they just air twice a week, so you guys didn't miss anything. There was no breaks or anything. But I had so many technical difficulties these last couple weeks that I couldn't watch it, and it was really pissing me off because I love this show. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited to hop into it. So let's do that right now. If you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. By now, I'm a very decent amount of episodes ahead. If you check the YouTube comments, you'll see the exact episode that I'm currently on. And finally, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Let's get into it.
You guys aren't fooling anybody!
Why is he so scary? These little gremlins. Oh,
then bring it on.
I don't know if I mentioned last episode, but that guy with the cannon coming out of his mouth, you get bullied for that type of power. I ain't gonna lie.
Kids these days are stupid
Are
strong.
quirks getting stronger? I mean, I would assume it's like a...
Back when I was their age, I was just learning how...
naturally breeding stronger quirks. Like, people with strong quirks are attracted to other people with strong quirks. Not like there's, like, eugenics going on, but... that probably is happening somewhere, though, with, All for One and shit like that.
These are aspiring young heroes. They may be failures, but they can handle themselves.
What words of optimism, Gang Orca.
They're better than us just because they're older. Come on, everyone! Let's show them
Yo, baby fucking Monoma back there. I want Monoma to pick this kid up from school and be like, oh, I picked up my baby brother or some shit.
Wow, you've got such a beautiful face, dear. Spoil the effect.
Sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Illusion for ya.
Well, keep it up.
Use of this quirk is prohibited.
Wow.
You've got such a beautiful face, my dear.
Damn, Bakugo.
Glamoroki, seriously, I might die!
Oh, I don't know.
I've never seen him act like that. What in the... I have never seen Bakugo act like that.
There's our weepy teacher.
Jesus, yeah, she's gotta stop crying and shit in front of the kids. She's gotta assert.
Power's better than you ever even imagined. Just watch.
Okay, what are you doing?
Kids are amazing, I'll give you that. Thing is, there's more to heroing than just power!
Start stabbing the kids.
It's so lame that we can't do this outside. Whatevs.
This girl Kami is acting like her fellow classmates. And they're not really classmates. Flirting with young children? Younger children? I don't know about that. I love Kimmy's power. Definitely top 10 in the verse so far. Again, I'm not talking like strength-wise or anything like that, but in terms of like my fucking enjoyment of it, I really like it. Aww. Are we like collecting them somewhere or just showing them a good time? Show them the joys, the positives of the powers. It's not just about fighting or...
Yeah. If we can't broaden their horizons, then what's the point? Make bad heroes.
so cringy, but it's awesome.
Bond between them without breaking anyone's spirit.
President Mike is sitting there with his kicking his feet up. This is awesome.
If you keep looking down on everyone else, you'll never be
It's like
able
looking
to
at baby him. I love that.
What he said just now, he wasn't talking down to me. Really mean all that? Yes, I think he did.
Aww.
His words. I can feel
Wait,
it.
I have goosebumps. Stop this shit.
We'll make something even more amazing! How about an exploding roller coaster?
That sounds like a liability, but...
I'm sure you have a reason. So what is it?
Endeavor fucking backstory? Jesus.
A good job, despite having such vague instructions.
What the fuck are these guys doing in the back? They didn't fucking do anything.
Well, remember everything you learned today, and keep working.
Received jack shit.
Much potential. I mean, don't you dare fail!
Oh, he's showing his softy side.
After what we put together in there, I think we're meant to be friends, don't you?
Stop talking to me, bro.
So well together.
This is the Beatles. This is the Beatles of the world. I want this to be the new superhero agency in 20 years.
Until now, our schools haven't had an especially close relationship with each other.
Yeah, team up. Come on, man. We gotta team up. We gotta work together for the final arc of the show, of course.
We still don't know why you were targeted, Miss Utsushimi, but hopefully...
He doesn't really have any close friends. No one would recognize the fact that she's gone.
This means we can organize joint...
How did she fucking survive? Like...
I'll beat you up one-on-one.
I don't know, man.
Like a back alley thug, you hoodlum! Remember your place! Yeah, you don't get to...
Like, it's not really that important. Like, I don't, like, minus points for the show, but, like, she should be fucking dead.
Changed quite a bit.
Not interested.
Come on, come on, you want to change, you want to get better.
I want you to know I'm proud of you, son.
No, you fucking abusive piece of shit. Don't make me start liking you.
I swear I'll become someone you can be proud of, too. Not just as the #1 hero, but as the man that you call father.
You're gonna have to do a lot of work. I mean, the way you abuse me...
Progress is slow. For Endeavor, for these aspiring heroes.
I forget what show it is. Not that. I was talking about this topic not in the show. I was talking in Mr. Robot and stuff like that.
But one step in front of the other.
When you have someone who's really abusive and they want to make a move towards apology or growth, that's fine. You don't have to accept the apology immediately. You know what I mean? If you have a parent who was abusive for fucking 15 years of your life, you know what I mean? You don't owe it to them to immediately go, oh, you know, now that they're sorry, I'll take you in. No. It takes time. And that's perfectly fine. And the person who's trying to change has to understand that.
He and Bubble Girl eagerly awaiting Togata's return to their ranks.
The fucking Bubble Girl should have got that spot. What do you mean? Screw Santa Peter.
Gained consciousness and recovered, but she was still emotional. Could go out of control at any time, so the hospital had to take precautions.
I'm scared. If I'm the nurse, I'm not taking the job. You don't have to put me with someone else.
The doctors discovered that the horn on her forehead seemed to power her rewind quirk, as her fever.
Astute observation, not the fact that it lit up.
Now it's little more than a bump, which is a good sign.
Like a tumor?
Calculate the definite integral. If you have an answer, raise your hand.
Man, you know, I used to be so good at math, and I always would be like, I'm never gonna forget this shit. You forget that shit.
Even Yaya Rosa was puzzled, and she's at the top of our class.
107/28.
That's right.
Bang! What you mean, Yaya Rosu's struggling? I got this shit.
That was almost smart. Too bad you screwed up.
Man, get out my face, dude.
Mama was force-feeding me cheese, and little did I
Fancy
know,
cheese?
even stranger things were in my future.
What are you talking about? I don't trust this motherfucker. You guys know. I was gonna say, anytime the Deku acts weird, I gotta think about Toga.
Well, to each their own, I suppose. We're not going to force you.
Now, time to eat.
That was just the beginning.
Fucking weird. I'm telling you!
He made an impact anytime he spoke or did anything.
Is this man about to just immediately turn evil, or what's going on? I'm telling you, there's some weird shit going on with him. Too much circumstantial evidence. Is he being, like, taken over or something?
But at last, he was showing his true colors.
What the fuck is going on? What are you talking about? Again, I'm gonna have to talk about my Aoyama shit. I've been talking about it for forever, but there's some weird stuff going on with him. Maybe I would assume not assume, I would think he's a traitor, but...
Am I right? But why was he on the balcony? He was just standing there, staring.
Jesus Christ, that's scary. Did you? I don't know what's going on. Is it actually Aoyama, or is it someone who looks like Aoyama, or...
Talk to him? What would I even say? Hey, Aoyama, were you just being creepy?
Yeah, nah, it's a trick. He's just going through a rough spot or something.
Logical.
Midoriya, I know.
Jeez!
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're right. Sorry, class rep.
What the fuck is going on?
Probably not a good idea to ask him while everyone else is around.
Corner him in a dark alley? What the fuck are you talking about?
Chloe Woods is gonna be joining him too.
Mount Lady,
Like a...
so big.
Jesus. I mean, yes, but come on, dude. Team Lurkers. This is like a new agency, or like, I want superhero
A
teams.
bunch of heroes teaming up these days.
I like that.
That's getting famous.
Once we're pros, we should do some team-ups too.
Yes.
You can make me float, and we can make acid rain. Sounds intense. Oh, hey, and
I got goosebumps. That's kind of awesome.
I think you're making it worse.
Everyone should be moving toward the gym now. Get yourselves into your costumes.
Fucking Deku grabs Aoyama by the neck. What the fuck are you talking about?
You're gonna surpass me and be #1. Kirishima, let me have
Man, yeah, I'm already superior to you. I just didn't care.
I really focus. I can use up to 20% of my quirk. But that still wasn't enough to beat Chisaki. I need to be able to use 100% of One For All without any help. Win or save anyone.
Hey.
Yo, stop it. Yeah, I made predictions that Aoyama...
My new move, the naval buffet laser.
I made predictions that Aoyama has a crush on Deku too. Was that sexual?
Mr. Cementos, Aoyama isn't feeling well. Can I take him to go rest?
Go ahead.
The fuck are you talking about, Aoyama?
Just the two of us. If I'm going to ask what's
Put him in a headlock.
Oh, you were on my balcony. And then...
Jeez.
Work isn't compatible with your body.
Oh, okay.
You're like me.
Aoyama, what are you talking about? You think so? But
Was he given his quirk?
I've had to wear this support belt ever since I was un petit garçon. The truth is, if I don't wear it, then sometimes my naval laser just leaks out.
Oh, you come on your... No, I'm joking. Okay, no, born.
My body wasn't made to handle my quirk. That's what the doctors said. When you first started at UA, you couldn't control your power at all.
Why are you just now talking about this with me? Why couldn't you?
I've always thought we were similar. And now, ever since the work study,
I gotta talk about this man at the end, man.
aren't surprises the best. Honestly, I think they make
Are
me
you just trying to be my friend? Like, what? Like, acting creepy and shit.
Did it work? Was the cheese delicious?
I didn't exactly want to eat it off the ground.
It was on a napkin.
If we can't overcome the things that bring us pain, then you won't be able to twinkle.
I thought he was being creepy, but he just wanted to encourage.
No.
You're right, and your surprise was a huge success. Thanks, Aoyama.
That dude, if I don't want to say evil, you know what I mean? That's the thing though. With this Aoyama shit, he's the only one that I've been.
It's the story of how Aoyama and I became friends.
Oh wow, huh? We're gonna be friends now? Strangely felt like an Aoyama episode, which is exciting, but I feel like we have these conversations. I feel like you guys are like my therapists. I feel like we have these fucking conversations, you know what I mean, a couple times a season. I don't trust Aoyama. I don't want to say it like that, because I'm gonna get. A majority of my conversation is gonna be about Aoyama. I'm not gonna spoil any other shows. I'm just saying this. The traitor storyline in a show is one of my favorites. After I've been surprised by traitors so many times in my watching career, you know what I mean? The minute that they introduce that plotline, I like just lock in, and sometimes it's like a negative. Like sometimes I focus on it too much and I don't pay attention to other stuff. But with Aoyama, as I've spoken about many times, I have found stuff that just doesn't add up. Like very coincidental. You know what I mean? Like I haven't gone back and rewatched, but I recall him not being at the USJ attack, and I also recall me saying in a joking manner, "Where's Aoyama been at the whole time?" I remember saying that. He had that weird look to Deku at the beginning of season 3. But again, that could lead into this if I'm taking this at face value, which I'll get into. The Wood stuff, he came face to face with Dabi and nothing happened, so again, like, those instances on their own don't necessarily mean anything, but the fact that I've spotted a couple of them kind of makes me either feel like it is, like, okay, there's some shit going on, or it wants to make me think that. So, same thing with this episode right here. Obviously, the first, you know what I mean, parts of the episode made Aoyama feel suspicious or evil or creepy or whatever. That could just be more hints towards, you know what I mean, him being evil, secretly the traitor, or it could be like a red herring, you know what I mean? That's something I haven't thought about, and again, I'm not good at like spotting every single detail of a show, but again, that's why I'm so suspicious of Aoyama, because I have found 3 or 4 coincidental details that, like, when put together, make him feel suspicious. But he could be a red herring. He could 1000% be a red herring. And I could be missing the other person that I'm supposed to think. You know what I mean? There's, like, no question about that. Like, I'm not 100% in my prediction, if that makes any sense. But I don't know. With Aoyama talking about, like, his quirk isn't compatible with his body, it's interesting. Because this is what I mean, we just went through an arc with Eri. I know that Eri's quirk is really strong, but is that classified as incompatible with her body? You know what I mean? Like, is the quirk just too powerful, or is the power, like, not physically fit for that specific body? Because I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. If Aoyama is a traitor, okay, the first question I'm trying to think, does he know everything? You know what I mean? Like, there's the first question. Okay, if he's a traitor, okay, and he did all that shit, and he, you know, gave information to the League of Villains or whatever, is he evil? Is he working on his own, or his parents, like, secretly fucking evil, controlling him? Is he being blackmailed? Is he being threatened? Like, is his family being held over his head or something like that? Like, or I've also made predictions that maybe it's a situation in which he doesn't even know that he's a traitor. Maybe there's, like, some mind control, like, when he sleeps or something like that, he turns into, like, evil, or something like that. There's a lot of options. You know, the options aren't Aoyama is good or Aoyama is evil. There's a lot of in-between scenarios that could happen. So that's my first thing. Depending on whichever one that is, the question is, does Aoyama know that Deku has All Might's power? You know what I mean? He could... Well, I'm trying to think back to the attack. I don't even know if it's something like... If he's the traitor... Again, for the rest of the conversation, I'm going to talk as if Aoyama is the traitor. It's an if he's the traitor. So I just want everyone to understand that. I'm gonna say with 100% certainty that he's the traitor, just for conversation's sake. But I'm not like saying that he's 1000%. But if Aoyama is the traitor, one, does he know that Deku is one of the targets? As you know what I mean? Like has he been told, like, okay, yeah, we're focusing on Deku really hard? Or is he being kept in the dark in that aspect? In the sense of we are, you know, whoever's above him or either controlling him or just their boss or whatever, telling him that, like, okay, we're focused on the class when they're actually focusing on Deku? Or have they told him that Deku is a target and to keep an eye on Deku? He's been watching Deku very closely, so that kind of makes me think like maybe he's been told, hey, you know, this is our target, keep an eye on him. I know you're not strong enough to deal with him, but we need to watch him. That, like I said, that's a factor right there. Also, we go to the next level. If he does know that Deku is the target, like I said, is he 100% certain that it's All Might's power? And if that's the case, if he knows that Deku has All Might's power inside of him, there's also a double-edged, not sword, but there's two options here. Again, this weird stuff that he pulled this episode, trying to get closer to him, trying to, you know what I mean, talk his way into being a close friend or keep an eye on him or whatever, feed him cheese. It could either be, hey, the evil people that I'm teaming with or whatever, they would you want me to keep close eye on him, so I'm gonna get buddy, I'm gonna get really close to him because I'm a villain and I want to get close to this hero that's the target. Or the League of Villains could have just told him, hey, keep an eye on it, you know, when we need you, we'll contact you, or when something big happens, contact us. So he could maybe be getting friendly with Deku on the side for his own person. You know what I mean? I hope I'm saying this correctly. Like, you know, he's been ordered to keep an eye on Deku, but he wants to get closer to Deku on a more personal level because he sees similarities with Deku. And I'm going to get into his power for a second, too. Again, if I'm making connections to the League of Villains, and I'm also making connections... Well, if I'm making connections that Aoyama is either connected to or is in, or his parents are in, or, you know, whatever, in the League of Villains, obviously there's an immediate connection to All For One. And the only... That's why I brought up Eri earlier, because I know that Eri's power is really powerful, but it's not... I don't know if you can classify it as compatible. I don't really understand... And again, with Aoyama becoming, you know, closer friends with Deku, I would assume we're going to see some more Aoyama, maybe learn some more about him, if he's not evil. You know what I mean? But having a quirk compatible with your body, to me, that sounds like something that can only happen through artificial power dynamic. You know what I mean? Again, either the power is so strong that it's hard to control. I don't know. Like, can you say that Eri and Mirio's powers are incompatible with their body? That's the thing I'm asking. Because this is what I mean. It makes such close reference, or, you know what I mean, parallels with Deku. Obviously, we know Deku, that's not his power. So technically, the power is incompatible because he was given the power. In the same vein, I could see a world in which Aoyama has been given this power by All For One, maybe forcefully, and it hurts him to use it, or he has to use a belt or something to, you know, control it or harness it or keep it, you know what I mean? Whatever. It could be like a, you know, something could be like technically like eating him from the outside. I'm sorry, eating him from the inside. It's like, hey, if you don't listen to us, I'll fucking sabotage your belt or something, and your power will kill you the next time you use it, or something like that. You know what I mean? So, but I really want to go back, just plainly, okay? I have been so strong on Aoyama as the traitor since early season 3, or early season 3. So it hasn't been that long. Again, I know I picked up on the USJ detail very early on, but I didn't realize it was like, I didn't think of it as suspicious. I just went, where's Aoyama at? And then all the other details I picked up on like either a second watch or a think back. For instance, I forgot what episode it is. I think it's season 3, episode 2, where Aoyama gives like Deku like a dirty look, like some weird look. I didn't catch that on my first watch. No shot in hell. I caught it when I was editing the episode for my YouTube channel. So, and then with the Woods thing, so what I'm trying to say is I'm picking up on these details, but he's the only person I'm picking details up on. So, again, I'm not like questioning the writing style or anything. I don't want anyone to misunderstand what I'm saying, but I'm saying that if I was writing this and I had a traitor, I would make it. I wouldn't make one person look suspicious. You know what I mean? I would have multiple people look semi-suspicious in certain different, angles or lights. So I don't know if I'm missing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not that smart, guys. you know what I mean? But I've caught on to some of this Aoyama stuff that, again, it's either actual concrete details or a red herring. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if that's the red herring. I don't know if fucking Sado has been doing some devious shit in the background and I haven't been paying any attention to him, because, be quite frank, Aoyama is one of the bottom tier characters in the Class 1A. You know what I mean? He barely gets screen time. I will say he's in the bottom tier. He's 100% in the bottom tier. He's barely shown, you know what I mean? He's with people like Sado and Koda and Hagakure. I'm pretty sure her name is Hagakure, but I keep saying Hagakure. Hagakure. I want to change my pronunciation. I don't want to disrespect my queen like that, okay? But he's the one that stands out the most, if you understand what I mean. Like, not just the look, the personality, the bright twinkle star, you know what I mean? And even, like, I'm pretty sure in the end of season 2 when they were doing the exam stuff, I'm pretty sure he was last in the rankings and stuff like that. Like, out of all of the minor characters in Class 1A, Aoyama is the one that stands out the most, if that makes any sense. I hope it might sound stupid to people, but I know what I mean. I hope you guys know what I mean. So I don't know if my eyes are just immediately diverting towards him anytime something semi-suspicious happens. But I don't know. Because there's another thing, too. Again, if I was the League of Villains, and I had a traitor in the class, you know what I mean? And as I said, when I first learned there was a traitor, I was very suspicious of teachers and faculty and stuff like that. But when I rewatched it while editing, I got the vibe that it either had to be Aizawa. Oh fuck, what's his name, man? I don't want to disrespect my man because I was so I was very suspicious of him, but damn, I forgot his name. The other teacher, the other homeroom teacher. I'm sorry for forgetting. I can't find it. My page is fucking filled. But it's either one of those two teachers or one of the people in the classes. It had to be someone at the Woods. You know what I mean? So anyway, if I was the League of Villains and I wanted to target Deku, I'm gonna say one thing and then I have another plan. Again, Aoyama could be the spy and could also be getting buddy with Deku on his own personal interest, just to talk to someone who's close to him or is like him. That could 100% be the case. But if he has been ordered by the League of Villains to get really close with Deku right now, either two options. Okay, the first one is just as simple as lure Deku, you know what I mean, into a room, like maybe like invite him over to his house or something like that, or incapacitate him in some nature so he's away from everyone else, and then they kill him, they target him and kill him. Aoyama could lead him into a trap. Or what I'm actually thinking, again, that was my first option, my gut reaction. I kind of think this is going to happen. Again, it's the only thing that I can think of a reason that Aoyama would be getting buddy with Deku, is to lure him into some place, you know what I mean, to use him in some way. So what I'm now thinking is going to happen is that Aoyama is going to get really buddy with Deku, is going to do something like, hey, come over to my house, or let's go do this thing outside of school, or let's go into this room in the school and hang out, or, take him away from everyone else for a decent period of time so that Toga can slip into the school with Deku's blood and do something. I don't know what it would be. I don't know if it would just be, fucking killing All Might, or, some random shit like that. I don't know what the plan would be, to give false information or something like that. I don't know. Maybe even Toga looks like Deku, slips into the school and creates like a secret passageway or secret entrance so that the League of Villains could have an easy attack. So something like that. But I've talked about Aoyama enough. I don't. It was like 15 minutes or something like that. Again, I'll repeat. A traitor storyline is one of my favorites in not just anime, because it's very prevalent in anime. I would say, out of all the animes I've ever watched, I would say like 80% of them have a traitor storyline, and I love it. Yeah, I love it. It makes you just look a little bit harder at the details. Again, I don't want to say what shows have it, but there are certain shows, one of my favorite shows of all time, that like the traitor storyline is so good and it's so blatant. Like, it's so obvious that when you rewatch the show, you go, oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. You know what I mean? So, I'm just waiting for that reveal. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for whenever the traitor comes out there to be like a 10-minute fucking reveal of everything that's happened in the show. Like, you fucking idiot, how'd you not see that? And I'm gonna be like, damn, I was a fucking idiot. But, I'm really liking it. And I've made jokes. Oh, well, sorry. One more final detail about Aoyama that I just want to mention, I just want to throw out there. And I have made reference to it before in a joking manner, but maybe it's a little less joking now. Aoyama could just have a crush on Deku or something like that. Like, I'm leaning very heavily in towards the like evil or ulterior motives or something like that. Like, I'm almost positive, if that makes any sense in that regard. But I do just want to throw that out there. You think about the Ochako, end of season 2 conversation. You just think about some of the weird stuff, it's like kind of sexual, like him fucking like thrusting and shit like that. I'm sorry, I had to do that. It could just be as simple as that. Like, maybe he's just a really, really, really awkward he is a loner, obviously. Very awkward, lonely person. He could just have a crush. Again, the final thing I want to say. I made reference to it, but I just want to throw this out there. Again, I'm not saying that Aoyama is 100 million% evil yet. He could be being taken advantage of. He could be being mind controlled. He could be doing things without his knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, someone could be like, "Hey, I'll give you $20,000 if you do this thing for me." And he maybe not realize he's being manipulated. So what I'm trying to say is there could be room for redemption, if that makes any sense. It's 100% possible if that's the case. So, real quick, it was a real focus last episode. The whole episode was about it, so I do want to just give it 1 or 2 minutes here. I loved that opening scene with the with Bakugo and Todoroki and Yo Arashi and Kami and Shishikura. I really like that. Again, I said almost every episode. My Hero Academia is cliche. It's cringy sometimes, but in a good way. In a way that's like addictive. It's like just so positive and happy, and I love seeing people grow. You know what I mean? Like, again, Bakugo is one of the best characters in the show. He ranges, depending on the episode, anywhere from like my 5th or 6th favorite character to like my 8th or 9th. You know what I mean? He's definitely gotten more and more positive, or I've liked him, a little more each season, as I expected to. But seeing him, like, I feel like this episode was one. He showed real maturity, and he had a moment of like happiness and laughing. You know what I mean? I feel like he's not that he's taking himself less serious, as in like he's treating himself like a joke. I'm not saying that, but like he's not just angry and rage filled all the time. Like, he's having pauses or thought processes or growth. Like, I'm really, really, really enjoying that. I loved Shishikura as well. Obviously, I'm not saying like he's a top 5 character. So he's not that, but I really liked him. I wish there was a little more. Selfishly, I wish there was a little more present Mike and Shishikura commentary, because last episode was so fucking hilarious, but you can't have everything. The final thing that I talked about, I really like, and I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, I really like the Endeavor and All Might stuff. Again, I want to repeat what I said. I don't know if I said it exactly correct in my reaction, but Endeavor is an abusive person. Simple as that. But he's a hero. Like, I mentioned that too, like in season 2 when we got introduced to him and got some Todoroki backstory. Like, he's still a hero. It's his job to save people. He's one of the best at saving people in the world. But obviously it came out of a selfish desire. You know what I mean? It didn't really feel like he cared about the people and the love of the game like All Might did. It was just more of like a competition. Like, I have to be the strongest. I have to do this. I have to do that. I'm not saying to this degree, but I'm saying like sometimes Bakugo, like early into the show, gave me that vibe where he's like, I just need to get stronger, but they sort of peel that curtain back and you see like, okay, no, you know, he's good, but you know, Endeavor to me felt very much like he didn't care about the people that much. He just cares about the numbers and the statistics and, you know, being the strongest and being ranked very high. I feel like these last 2 episodes did a really good number at showing some of the growth that he's going to try to experience. You know what I mean? It's never too late, if that makes sense. It's never too late to change or grow or to become a symbol of hope. That is definitely the vibe that I get that is happening. But again, I repeat, especially with the Todoroki stuff, because again, he's a hero. Endeavor is a hero. He saves people. It's his job. You know what I mean? Is he rough to people? Is he, you know, kind of like sandpaper and he yells at people 100,000%? Like, there's no question. There's no fucking question about that. But he saves people. But in that quest to be the strongest, he really fucked up his family. I know that Todoroki has a sister. I'm pretty sure, I could be pulling this out of my ass, but I thought that he had more siblings, or another sibling. So like, because I thought that they said he had siblings at some point. So I think he has at least one more sibling. Just because he's trying to change, he's going to change his mindset about, you know, being a hero and being a good person or whatever. Todoroki and his family doesn't have to immediately accept the apology. You know what I mean? It's a process, and they talked about that. It's a slow process, and I really like that. You can't, again, Todoroki's been abused all his life essentially. Just because Endeavor is acting good now doesn't mean you have to accept the apology. He's gonna have to repeatedly do it, show actual growth. So I'm very much interested in that storyline. Again, I do wonder, because I feel like the next time I see Endeavor, or at least one of the next times, he's going to have a strong showing, one that maybe, like, gets the news, like, okay, maybe, okay, wait a minute. Not all hope is gone. There's a chance he's going to be at least 80% of what All Might is, so I'm very hyped for that. And I'm interested to see how this Aoyama stuff goes. Obviously, Deku says that's how me and Aoyama became friends, in the little narration thing, but like, is it just gonna be him being? Is it gonna be a big 4 now? You know what I mean? Him, Aoyama, Ochako, and Tenya. Like that's a big 4. That's who we're running with now. Or is it just gonna be like? Because I know there's like gangs. Well, there's only 2 gangs. There's like gangs in Class 1A. You got Bakugo's gang and Deku's gang. I don't know if he's just going to join the gang or he's going to be like a major part of the friendship, get really close with Aoyama, and maybe Ochako and Tenya are a little uncomfortable with that fact, and maybe they try to push back on it, or maybe they see something weird that Deku doesn't say or something. Like, I don't know. I'm interested to see how that goes. So I think that's going to be it for me. That was a really long discussion for a My Hero episode, I will be honest. Not I'm saying like it doesn't deserve it. I'm just... Because, the longer, it's a simple fact, the longer an episode is, the more content I have to talk about. I think this might be one of the longest discussions I've ever had with My Hero. And again, it's off the back of Aoyama theories, so I fucking love talking about Aoyama. What's up, guys? Matt here, getting ready to watch Season 4, Episode 18 of My Hero Academia. Last episode, we saw Bakugo, Todoroki, Kami, Yorushi, you know, really helped train some of the children with some really strong powers. Obviously, Shishikura was also learning some lessons there in the background, learning personal growth. Also, Endeavor seems to be growing on a maturity level as well, so I'm very excited to see what he has in his future. And then, obviously, the major thing of that last episode, a lot of Aoyama focus. This suspicious motherfucker. I'm not going to go into another rant about him. I talked a lot about him last episode. I'm very intrigued to see how the storyline plays out. So, other than that, I do want to hop straight into it. Obviously, we're winding down to the season. We've only got, what? 8? Am I stupid here? 8 episodes? We got about 8 episodes left. I don't know if we're gonna have multiple storylines, like multiple like really short arcs, or we're gonna just immediately go into another big arc. I don't know if it's gonna be some sort of test or exam or some fucking field training or whatever the fuck we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna be attacked by villains. There's so many different ways that this show. Well, I don't want anyone to take this in a bad way. I say that there's so many ways we can take this, but not really. You know what I mean? My Hero is a very rigidly structured show, if that makes any sense. You know, we have an exam slash training, you know what I mean? We have a group thingy, or we get attacked by villains. So it's just depending on whatever one of the 3 storylines they want to focus on. I'm very hyped to see it. So, like, that's the thing. You guys know, like, sure, I love the villains. Like, the villains are awesome, and when we get attacked, like, the Shie Hasakai stuff was so fucking good. Like, you know what I mean? But, like, I also love, like, exams. I also love competitions. I love little goofy shit like that. I love everything. So, I'm still... again, the opening could just purely be, like, non-canon stuff. Because a lot of animes do that. And My Hero's never... Well, again, I don't really look at the openings that closely, as in, like, the visuals. Not that they, like, spoil huge plot points, but they just, like, showcase characters that are going to be in it, and I don't really like to look at that. So, you know, I just listen to the music when I watch it. I listen to the music, look away, and then after I finish an arc or after I finish a season, I go back and, like, really study the visuals in it. But anyway, what I'm saying is there's obviously, like, some sort of musical talent show thingy with a lot of focus on Jiro. So I do really hope that that's actually a storyline. I think that that'd be a nice change of pace, if that makes any sense. But also, you know, again, out of all the... Again, I don't really look at the visuals that much, but out of all the openings so far, like, Jiro is, like, fucking front and goddamn center, essentially. So I love Jiro. I love all the characters. I want to see more. So I want to hop straight into it. Sorry for yapping a little too long. I'm ready to get in the episode. Hold up, maybe we were gonna get some music. Yo!
I'm a breakdancing queen!
Ashita the goat!
She burned through my cape in our first training match. In the sports festival finals.
You need to get your lick back? Is that what you're saying? Have I never noticed the Aoyama Ashita rivalry?
It's a hobby, but also helps out with hero work. Man, so smart.
I love Ashido.
I bet yours is the same, Jiro.
What? I don't know.
No, it's cute.
Looks like a recording studio. One look and I could tell.
Oh, these guys gotta fucking get together, man.
Moron! Forget about what you saw.
love Ashido being, like, such a popular, like, you know what I mean? She's like a beacon of light, beacon of hope.
The school festival.
School stuff!
No. I know some people are reacting like, normal school stuff. I hate this shit. I'm loving it.
You may not be the focus this time, but your class still needs to participate with programming. You need to decide what you want to do today.
Music! Music!
Anyone has an idea? Raise your hand.
Oh, this man Kaminari gonna get Jiro up front and center with some music.
Yes, you, Kaminari. A maid cafe.
Oh, never mind. Fucking horny motherfucker.
Now imagine it again, but with more detail.
I'm imagining it. No, I'm not.
It is good to serve others.
That's way too tame!
Minetta!
A top left!
Oh my god!
Mad banquet of darkness.
Oh,
Twinkling extravaganza.
Why can't you go, oh?
possibly.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Right. Anybody else? A traditional cafe.
This man Kaminari's smitten. Make a move.
Who said a local history presentation? That sounds super boring.
Definitely.
I got great.
Ooh, that was a highly unproductive meeting.
Tanya, get control of your classmates.
By tomorrow morning. If you don't, we'll go with my idea.
Oh, Jesus.
An educational lecture.
Who'd come see that?
He's joking, right?
Fucking try him.
And that way we can focus on experiences. There's the maid cafe, petting zoo.
Petting zoo is a good idea. Man, get the maid cafe out.
Why don't we have a big dance party?
Dancing.
Wait, you mean you'd be into that?
I don't know what it's called exactly, but it looks like everyone really enjoys it. There.
A concert?
In order to do that, maybe we should focus on something that offers entertainment for everyone. I got the idea.
He is not happy about it. He's...
What are they doing in those supplemental classes?
Interesting. Singing and...
I want to see that shit.
None of us really dances, do we?
No, we got Ashido. We got Jiro.
Rob, I got you, fam!
Fam?
C'est magnifique.
Hey!
Throw it down. The
Jeez.
work of a real dance master right there.
Hold up!
And her skills.
Hold on, you idiot!
I almost making friends. He might be evil, but he's making friends.
Why don't we perform live with all your instruments?
Absolutely not.
Don't fucking touch my shit.
You're really good at playing and teaching people how to play.
Come on, she's shy. We gotta push her at the show.
No, I'm not Ashido.
We can get some fucking horrific backstory, music related.
I just don't think it's something I want to show off to the school.
Speaking of hobbies.
What? I don't know. Just shut it.
Come on, Kaminari. Come on, Kaminari, get your girl.
But you can play so many instruments.
Oh my god, just kiss.
Jiro,
Oh my
why not
god.
use your skill to make other people smile? I think your music...
Fucking bum number 20. Coda got a speaking line.
And where both of you are coming from. But it is her choice. It's fine. Well, after what you've all said, if I didn't do it, I guess it wouldn't be rocking at all.
Hey! Nice job. What the hell's the next video?
Class 1A will do a live.
What's the next video? Someone watching us through the camera? Or what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Was that like a big hero singer person?
We couldn't come see you sooner.
We brought you some yummy snacks, though. Hope you're feeling.
Fucking fruit and shit? Give me some candy.
Let me guess. Peaches are your fave, right? Cause you're a peach.
Peaches are the best.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Peeled for you. It'll be delicious.
Peel my apple? What are you talking about?
Apparently, this is her only request since she regained consciousness.
Why the fuck is Tokoyami here?
You sure this is okay? You said it'd be better for her to be quarantined.
I mean, I know Tokoyami had this other shit, but what? Why? Are we gonna see what Tokoyami did?
So who are you?
I'm Izuku Midoriya.
Someone could have told you that shit. I didn't need to be here. No, I'm joking.
Deku's probably easier to remember since it's shorter. I'm Deku.
A hero name?
It's like a nickname.
I want your real name.
Deku.
Right.
So Lemillion and Deku, and then...
Aww. Bum. Green-haired bum.
all of you ended up getting hurt real bad because of me.
Yeah, fucking Aizoa did jack shit too.
Has been blaming herself for everything.
It's fine. She's gonna. Yeah, Miria still doesn't have his quirk. She's gonna get it back eventually. That's how she's gonna make up for it.
You lost your power because you were protecting me, Lemillion.
Girl, it's fine. I'll be back.
I guarantee that none of us think this was your fault at all. You know what we are thinking, though?
Happy you're safe.
Stupid glad that Aries okay. So you see, there's no point in apologizing.
Yeah, girl, don't touch my fucking horn, bro. Back up. Oh, Jesus, that's so sad. Fucking force the smile on?
So silly. I think I've forgotten how smiling feels.
I expect Miria to put his fingers in her mouth. Just like that! Man, get off of me, Miria!
Sasuke's shadow was blocking out the light. The horrible things he did are still hurting her.
Yes, it's not something. I don't think it's something you can immediately get rid of.
Not completely.
It's a process, just like we were talking about last episode.
According to the doctor, now that her horn is smaller, she's more in control. Less likely to accidentally use her power.
Yes.
Though unlike festivals in the past.
Ah, I'm stupid, man. Come on, I'm stupid. Get her front row tickets.
This is perfect. No real chance to run into anyone from outside the school.
Oh, Deku, you poor boy.
This is the best idea ever! You're gonna have such a blast! A school festival is a festival that takes place.
Cute femboys? Oh my god! I'm hyped.
I just wanted to be friends with the people who helped me.
Yes!
She's gonna have a big moment. When she learns how to control this shit.
That way we can be sure she'll be allowed to come out.
Yeah!
I'm on a break from school right now, so I can totally hang out with you before a festival.
I'm on a break because you fucking. No, I'm joking.
Hey?
That's when two people who like each other spend time together.
So, we're going on a date?
Mirio, I don't. Mirio. I can't wait for the fucking Mirio pedophile arc.
It's a new video from you know who.
Oh, is it a warning? Villain warning?
Woof, we still haven't found a.
Hey!
Let's find out where he uploaded this video from.
The fuck is your name?
He's way too good at covering his tracks.
No excuses, please.
Damn it. Sigurami?
Dearest viewers,
Maybe.
I bid you good day.
Gentle.
Can
For the
you
Stain
guess
video?
what I'm up to? Worry not, friends.
Damn, who's filming this shit? This is good quality.
It's you! The guy who's all over that video site!
I hope you'll pardon.
A threat, or?
Don't have the time for idle chatter. Kindly put the cash into this briefcase.
Yo, he's suave.
Those decide to show themselves.
Who's filming the other angles?
Sure, of course.
Who's Thickums back there? Is that him? His suit is confusing me. Bum ass.
Bad, Gentle. They're two heroes.
La Brava.
Do you think a duo of dodgy do-gooders could hope to stop me?
Drop your weapon!
Oh shit. Run!
Smart move. Now the briefcase.
Brava.
Don't worry, I've got you covered.
Cut to black, if you please.
What the fuck is this shit?
Post haste, my darling.
What in the world?
You forgot the cash.
Where is La Brava at? Is it in the briefcase?
I, Gentle criminal at your service.
Fucking advertising himself.
I must say cheerio.
Yeah, it's him.
Until
Why is
next time.
Oh, it's oh no, wait.
Full video.
I'm gonna assume that Gentle is a smaller person and there's a second person. La Brava is underneath the legs. Cause his I don't wanna get weird. He's Thickums down there.
Oh man, Gentle.
What is troubling you, La Brava?
Not getting many views on the new video. Even though you were absolutely undeniably wonderful today.
Okay, wait a minute. How old is La Brava? I shouldn't have said this.
To go down in history, I will need to accomplish greater.
Oh, I was wrong. My bad. Where the fuck was she? She shrank down?
Question, of course. B. We must leave the entire world gobs.
What the hell is this thing?
Fret not. I will settle on something quite perfect.
Uh-oh, some bumpkin's gonna focus on her. Man, I am excited. Again, I've talked about since the very beginning of this show. Like, look, it's a superhero show. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie and say I don't want to see, like, epic fights or despicable villains or cool powers. Like, yes, I want to see that shit. It's obvious. But if you don't have good characters or interesting characters or lovable characters, like, the show doesn't really fucking matter. You know what I mean? Like, as cool as the villains or the fights could be, like, if I don't care about the people that are fighting, I don't really want to watch the show. I think that's such a strength of My Hero in the sense of we're getting ready to have a fucking song arc or whatever. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna get goosebumps probably. Like, the minute Jiro, like, fucking steps up front and center and sings some shit, I'm gonna get goosebumps. You guys know how cringy I am. Like, that's what I mean. And again, I don't want anyone to misunderstand what I'm saying. Like, just realistically, like, there's 20 members of Class 1A. Not all of them are elite characters. Like, some of them are background minor characters. But the vibe and the camaraderie and the partnership and the friendship and all that, it's so strong. And I really, really love that. And obviously, you know, Eri and her relationship with Deku and Mirio, like, you know, come on now. They're so innocent and they're gonna be they're so helpful. They're like two, like, big brothers. You know what I mean? I really love that dynamic. You guys know, you know, what was Mirio on the show for 1.5 episodes or something like that, and he was already in my top 15 or something like that. Like, that's how, like, you guys know how much I love Mirio. Again, Deku is a very cliche shonen protagonist, but I love him for it. Like, it's so I love that whole dynamic and the emotions and the, you know what I mean? Like, I said this. We're having fights and we're having this and people just died. Night Eye just fucking died. The first major death of the show. And I would assume there's gonna be so many more. You know, especially when we get to like maybe like a final arc or something like that, they might clear house, if that makes any sense. But we've had our first really, really, really big emotional depressing moment. Let's juxtapose it. You know what I mean? Let's get happy. Let's get happy in this motherfucker. Let's show some good shit. And I love that so much. I think I don't know. I'm just trying to think about fucking Gentle and La Brava. These bumpkins. These country bumpkins. The first thing I want to say is, and again, maybe being stupid, but they're new characters being introduced, I would assume. I don't remember them at all from anything else. So, saying that, I don't know if his plan at the end when he's talking to La Brava is, I don't know if Gentle's plan is directly Eri, or it will turn in Eri, if you understand what I mean. Like, I don't know if he just made the connection on the rooftop that, okay, I am going to target Eri, or he's going to show up at the festival and see Eri and then pull a trick, if that makes any sense. I would assume that's it, because I don't think this guy's like some fucking criminal mastermind, knows the goings of the crime of the Shie Hasakai and shit like that. So I would assume he's going to run into Eri and Mirio and do some shit, and we're gonna have to stop him. Which again, you know, I'm cool with. I guess I want to see that, but I do want there to be a really. I can't wait for the scene. I hope it doesn't get interrupted, or at least like we get back to it. Because I want to see Jiro have a big moment. I want to see our class, our group, our friends come together and have a big, you know, cheesy, cringy, you know, moment with some singing and some stupid fucking dancing by Ishido and Aoyama, who is breaking it down this episode. I really, really am excited to see that. So. I'm hyped. Again, like, I hope people understand what I mean. And I know that you guys who are watching are pretty smart. You guys know that I love the show, so no one's gonna take this as me being disrespectful. But like, in terms of like all of anime or all of fiction, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be straight up honest. Like, I'm not saying that, oh my god, fucking class 1A music and song and dance performance is the most hyped arc I've ever. You know, like, it's not the greatest arc of all time. But not every arc needs to be the craziest fucking 20 deaths, mega battles. Like, not everything needs to be like that. Especially a show like My Hero, which, and again, it's getting darker as we go on. But, you know, it starts off very innocent, very, you know, fueled with, like, hope and desire and goals and ambitions and stuff like that. Like, it's okay to have quieter moments, if that makes any sense. So, like I said, I'm hyped for it. Again, I do wonder when Mirio's gonna get his power back, because again, I'll repeat, like I talk a lot about the Aoyama stuff and him being a spy and shit like that. Like that stuff I'm like 95% sure of. Mirio is 1000% getting the power back. I just don't know if it'd be like saved for like the final arc where he can have a heroic, you know, something like that, or it'll be a little before that. I don't know. I do not know. Because it's another thing too with someone like Eri. Again, very much like a Deus Ex Machina, in the sense of there are no limits to her power, correct? Like, if someone dies, she can just revive them, right? I mean, that may be a little, like, harsh, or maybe they'll have a rule in there that says that that's not possible. But with Eri being there, and again, I would assume we're gonna... by the end of the show, I'm not saying she's gonna be like some fucking superhero trained. She's still gonna be young by the end of the show, I would assume. But I would assume she's gonna have more control over her power. It's like a Deus Ex Machina. I feel like if anything super serious happens, I would not be surprised if she is able to reverse that situation. You know what I mean? So, like a fucking Deku dies moment. Deku gets killed by fucking Shigaraki. Eri rewinds time, so he fucking comes back a second time, even stronger, and fucking does the damage. So, I could definitely see something like that happening. But yeah, I really liked that episode. Obviously, it felt more of like a this was the first episode of a new arc, so there was a lot of setup, introducing Gentle and La Brava, you know, getting this idea of a song and dance performance, you know, in the books, and then also you know, having Eri show up. So I do wonder. I'm just, again, real quick, this discussion isn't going to be super long, but I'm just wondering, like, what the next couple episodes are going to be, because I would assume, like, whenever the song and dance perform again, if La Brava and Gentle are going to crash it, like maybe, you know, the performance happens in like episode 20 or 21 or something like that, and then there's a little fight for, you know, the rest of the season. That can definitely be something like that. But like, off the top of my head, I would kind of just assume that like the performance would be either the second to last. I would assume it's second to last, because that's what My Hero likes to do. They like to have like a climactic big moment be the second to last episode, and then the finale be like almost like a teaser for things to come. So I'm gonna, off the top of my head, again, depending on how much of an interruption Gentle and the Bravo are, I would assume that the performance is going to be episode 24. So what I'm trying to say, and I keep fucking talking for miles and hours and not making any sense, but the main point that I'm trying to make is, what's going, like, is the next couple episodes just going to be like the class like learning fucking instruments, or like how's that going to work? Like, I don't know. I'm hyped to see it though, but I will see you guys next week. Well, next week or in a couple of days. I don't exactly know my schedule. For episode 19. If you guys liked the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length reactions up on Patreon by now. I'm already a very decent amount of episodes ahead. I'm obviously already finished season 4 at the bare minimum, so check that out if you're interested. $7 a month for animated shows. Finally, most importantly, if you enjoy my content, you enjoy my hero reactions, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, it really does help me out. I'll see you guys. You guys have a good one.